I'll turn my phone off.
Right. Hello everyone, guys.
Hey,
How you all doing? Josh wants milk, half sugar in coffee. Tar. we we haven't got a coffee. Tom, have you?
no.
Got a
Alcoholic for a change. Not very
got
often.
a babe. Where you go with you? Shall we not talk about it? Right, my friends. Thank you all for joining us. Give us any feedback if there's any problems with the video or with the volume. If you can't hear any of us, please. Um, just a big welcome first to Gareth from Abandoned and Forgotten Wales. Please follow his channel. We were doing the big cleanup of the cars mine last week, and the video did take off, and it went national on the news. It was really amazing to see. Really amazing that the recognition that we got from it. So
Good, wasn't it?
thank you guys. We got Josh joining us as well. Thanks, Josh. And we got Dave,
Dave's there.
Overground Underground. You know Dave,
Hey up, Dave. You all right? Well,
good friend of us. We'll be, well, we were exploring actually Tuesday night, and we've been on a roll this last 4 weeks, like exploring like a few times together. It's been crazy. Yeah. Okay. And MC McVitie. Hi all. Hello there. Okay. Well, we are here obviously to review the second part video that we recorded from Milam mine in Derbyshire, where you, Tom, were working back in the days.
mm-hmm.
Just for those that haven't seen, obviously, the first part, can you give us a brief summary? What time were you there working as a miner in Milam?
I originally went there doing core drilling for a few weeks. That was about 1990. Then I went back early 91 for a while. Went back to Salitol and then ended up back at Mill again. So yeah,
Yeah,
about
so you were
1991
in,
when it first went into production, which was about 1991. But like I say, I was there core drilling for a while before that.
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, you were basically from Milden to Solihull, and then from Milden you got a
Yeah,
lot of
and
experience,
then I ended up back at
a lot.
Salitol again.
Yeah.
Used to go between them both.
So when we start reviewing the video, which we're going to play in the background for everyone to see, um, with Tom, obviously, who were there, is going to be very interesting because we're going to be able to get accounts firsthand from Tom, who used to work there, an actual miner, not just a mine explorer, a real miner, and that's what Tom is. So you don't only mine, you mine explore as well. Tom, how long have you been mine exploring?
Ooh, 45 years.
25 years.
No, 45 years. Not 45
45
years,
years.
45
Okay.
years.
So
When I started when I was
45
17 and then 13 and I'm now 58, so too long.
so alongside of being a miner, you were basically and also a mine explorer, which is uh, really amazing. Yeah, you were doing the
I
both things at
started
the
off
same time.
I started off mine exploring and
You started mine exploring. Yeah.
yeah, I
Are you
started before.
can you all guys still see me? Yeah, haven't disappeared, yeah?
Oh, you're still there.
Yeah, okay, because I'm switching between screens. Obviously you, Tom, haven't got your name as your YouTube name at the bottom, but what I'm
Oh
gonna do
no.
is I'm gonna share the link to your channel so everyone basically can check out his channel, All Miner 66. Very simple. I'm guessing that's your birthday, is it, Tom?
Yeah.
1966.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
year I was born.
So make sure you all guys give him a follow because he has some amazing content, some mine explores that we have done together, and some great content that later after we do the video review we're going to talk about. We don't want to quite break the news. Some historical footage basically we're going to be talking about that you got on your channel. That's quite a thing, really. Very well unique. Yeah, no one else got it basically.
Nobody else
Yeah.
has got that. I don't think there's any other. Well, there might be the odd video floating about, but there isn't many.
Yeah. Original footage from the 80s, shall we say, from Saleh Hall. But we're gonna give later after the review, we're gonna do a little, basically a little teaser of it, and we're gonna share the link so you can guys also watch it after this live stream. Right. So we got drinks in hand. We got a lovely audience here following us. So let's get started with the video, shall we?
Yeah. No, it's just
So
a
this
quick
is
one
the part
before.
2.
Just a quick one
Yeah.
just before. McVitie, there's another one going live tomorrow that I think you'll like, the last one of the 4. And yeah, it'll be good to get out with you. Abandoned and Forgotten Wales. I don't know what your name is. What's his name, Antonio?
Gareth.
Yeah, we'll have to
Gareth.
arrange it sometime.
Yes,
right.
I think what we could do is bring Gareth and the lads over to Derbyshire and possibly take them to Solihull or somewhere else.
Be interesting.
Think it could be a good
definitely.
mind. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, definitely got to be done. Right. So let's get on with it. We're gonna watch the second part video basically of Milam before it closed down, and that well, I can say I'm really grateful to Tom for arranging this trip because it was arranged through you, Tom, and we managed to get a good documentary record of the place. And
yeah,
it's going to be great.
June time. Was it June time last year?
I think it was, yeah. It was the end of the summer, probably, was it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, about end of the summer. And we were privileged to see all the machines still down there, which a lot of them had just been taken out and don't remain there, in fact. So it makes it ever so interesting to be able to watch it. Okay. Sub 4 completely flooded now. We're actually going to be viewing parts of sub-level 4 in the actual video. Yes. So yeah.
3 definitely. I don't know about 4. 2 and 3 definitely in this one. I don't think we got down to sub 4 in this one.
Did we not? Yeah. Okay.
No, we got 2 and 3, I think.
Okay, guys. We're going to be sharing the screen. We're going to be adding to stage, and I think we're going to be sat here at the bottom of the screen. I quite like this layout, so we get a full view of the screen. Okay. Right, guys. Let's play this. Okay. Here we go. Tell me what the volume sounds like, Tom.
Oh, and I'll see you at the bottom.
I'm not having lunch here. Let's get out.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a special place in the art, this old girl. That's up there, look. That's sky high, look.
How does that sound, Tom?
It's all right. The sound is lagging a little bit.
A little bit lag. Okay, but the sound is all right, yeah?
Sounds absolutely perfect.
Is this a railway collapse? No.
No, with the far though.
Oh, this again is the stope, is it?
It's the bottom of that one you're videoing from other side.
Yes.
You're videoing this from other side, just up there.
I get it, yes. So that's the bottom of the stope we're looking
No,
at.
it's not the bottom yet. We've got another level to go before
Wow.
we hit the bottom.
Mad. So just to clarify here, we're in sub level 2 here, Tom, are we?
Yeah, you're in sub 2. Sub 2. Is it very laggy for you? It's really, really laggy.
Is it laggy for you? Yeah.
It's jerky,
Okay.
very jerky.
Very jerky. Okay. How do you guys see in the video? Just give us some feedback. Hopefully it will not be too bad. We can probably pull it from the direct link on my YouTube channel if it keeps lagging a lot. Very laggy. Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
because you tried to do it in 1080 and it's just not having it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna reduce it to 720.
You'd be
And
better off
yeah,
checking
in
it from
1080 quality. That could be it. The quality is way too high, basically.
Yeah.
So what we can do,
We make dams with them.
what we can do, guys, is we're gonna pull it from my channel, and then that will sort it all out. So if you give us just a second, we're gonna get the video. Okay. Yes, I should have downloaded instead of 1080 in 720. I think that would have sorted it out, should it? Right. Okay. So the last FLUORSPAR minus. Okay. So we got it here. We might have to put up with the adverts. That's the only problem.
Well, don't matter, does it?
But let's see how this works now. Okay, I'm gonna start sharing it now, guys. Let's get from the beginning. StreamYard. I'm gonna remove this one, and we're gonna add the next one. We're gonna present the. So we're gonna stop the screen. We're gonna add the screen share screen from YouTube, and share.
No. Don't go too far though.
Oh, this. Okay, so we're gonna see. Hopefully, this will not be lagging as much. I'm gonna put it on full view. If it lags a bit, I might have to reduce the side of the screen.
It's the bottom of that one you're video and from other side.
Yes.
No, that's fine, I think, now, Antonio.
I get it. Yes. So that's the bottom of the stove we're looking
No, it's not the bottom yet. We've got another level to go before
Wow.
it's the bottom.
Mad.
That ducks isn't from the 80s either. That's from the
No.
2000s.
Pump lodges.
Oh, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with them Lego bricks. They use them to block a lot of mine entrances, do they? Much better.
Well, they block it.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's spot on, that is now, mate.
Yeah. Fantastic. I hate them Lego bricks. The Lego bricks, they put them in mine entrances. Oh yeah.
Pour them everywhere.
They do the job. They are solid, aren't they?
What does this power? Oh yeah, there's some moving.
Drill rigs and pumps.
Yeah. It's 3.3 to 415, 3,300 volt to 415.
I don't understand the electrics.
You know all these numbers by heart.
I built it.
You built it.
Jeff built it, eh?
Clever man, Jeff.
He was the electrician, was he?
He was, yeah. He was the last electrician there.
Wow.
He
yeah,
built
so
most of them
he will have...
stations and everything in there down on these levels. Very, very clever man.
He rigged it all up, basically.
Yeah.
You can go down there if you
want
to.
So we go down there and we meet down there.
I'll meet you down there
with the vehicle.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, let's have a look at the rice hole.
You'll be careful.
Yeah.
Not 2 hours.
Oh my God.
You like this one, didn't you, Antonio? This is
Look at this.
This is a rise hole on steroids, as you said.
It is the biggest rise hole I've ever been down.
Yeah, that's it. You shine it down. That's what we're going to go down to. This set of ladders.
Probably not that deep. Not
Definitely
as
was the
deep
big.
as you think.
Hey,
It's not as deep as you think, but it's a big one.
Well done. Tom, you take the lead.
no, I think it was about, I don't know, 20 meters at least, 25
Going
meters,
down this rise hole.
Well, that
80
second
foot
ladder
probably,
that second ladder was 40 foot, so it's
40
about 100
foot.
foot.
And I'll see you at the bottom.
It's got to be, yeah, about 100 foot, I was going to say.
I reckon. About that, yeah.
Right, Tom, I'll film you as you go.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Very far up the ladders. I can't blame you. The second set that we went down, it was very, very wobbly, was it?
Solid hole ladders, is it?
Similar.
Yeah. And they're still growing strong in solid hole, these ladders, you know. It's all it's the timber that's the problem.
Don't worry and be careful, Paul. And I'll see you at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always trust ladders that are made of metal
This
now
is
in mines.
a rice hole on steroids, man.
Not the ladders you worry about, it's the timber around them. These
Compared
are
to the
timber.
ones in
girders,
solid
you
hole,
see.
in terms of size, I mean,
Because like the ones in Saleh Hall are leaning on timber, are they? So you worry that the timber's going to rot away.
It will do eventually.
wow.
It will, yeah.
And it still goes another way. And now we have Katie coming down.
That first one's about 30 foot, I
Wow.
reckon.
About 30 foot.
Yeah,
Just the depth of
The
this
second one is the longest one.
madness.
yeah, I reckon 40 to 50 foot, it's a good one. Nice advert.
Here we go, Albert. Cash. If we watch it all, we're going to cash in some money. No, I'm joking. We're going to skip.
Which one? Look at this. It's actually wobbly.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
I mean, I felt safe on it, but anyone that's been down the mine first time, we're probably shaking, you know.
Look at
Well,
this.
each one of them ladders is about 10 foot long,
Yeah.
and they're bolted together,
Yeah.
so
It's a good one, that one, isn't it?
I reckon it's about 50 foot, that one.
It's a cowboy ladder.
Not many metal ladders in Wales. No, I can't imagine in the old
No,
Next
mines
one.
of Wales. So
fair way that is.
Come on, without fear.
Try not to rock it too much.
the flex on the ladder
And, I
got
guess we're
got
gonna
him.
meet-
Yeah,
We're gonna meet Jeff there.
I reckon that ladder's probably
it's unnerving if you go down the first time. I'm just supposed used to ladders now. After so
you're
many years of
thinking-
mine exploring.
When you thinking Sally told her they're staging halfway down that one.
Yeah,
No?
there comes
I think I can
old
hear
Steve.
our ride coming. No? Oh, where's the ride? Oh, he's probably he's probably left it somewhere and he's walking to us. That's where it is.
It's not a coal
Oh, you
coal
left the ride behind.
thing, is it? Ladders in coal mines is not a
Oh, right, yeah.
it's not a thing in coal mines.
You've actually come from sub-level 2 to sub-level 3.
So the rise hole is from sub-level 3 to sub-level 2, yeah?
Hang on, guys, we are going to get to the best bits.
Wow.
Did you enjoy that?
It's amazing. The thing is, I'm used to sort of these ladderways that the ones I've been seeing in Salehole, they're much smaller. But this is like on steroids, is it?
Yeah, it is. You'll never see anything much more like that.
No, really amazing.
They were indeed impressive, were they, Tom?
Oh yeah, I know where we are.
Definitely.
Oh, we've seen one similar to this, a list.
For every level, we have one of them, you see.
Every level you have one of them, right? So the one I've seen is in the upper level, obviously.
Yeah, the one
So level 3 we're on now, are we, Tom?
Yeah, you've come down from 2 to 3.
Yeah, we come down from 2 to sub-level 3, and Jeff went round,
radio
obviously,
stations everywhere,
and the incline.
so you can communicate throughout the mine.
Obviously, so the old phone system is gone.
Gone.
Have you ever used
all by
phone
radio.
systems down in Sally Hollow? They use radios, Tom.
We had radios back then, handheld ones.
Oh, that's
You'll have seen on videos.
Yeah.
and after recharging the battery, here we're going to see again. This is one of the highest stopes.
Another stope. Just the size of them is just,
Oh yeah.
you know, you can't fathom the size of them, really.
No, and I don't think this is the biggest. It is bigger than this in there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And this big dumper. This is massive. I mean, look at the size of this.
I was just standing next to the wheel for size comparison. It does the trick.
Driving the dumper.
Carry
That,
20 tons. They do.
What's that?
They carry about 20 tons. They do.
So they carry about 20 tons.
Mm.
Yeah, it's certainly massive. So 20 tons of ore or waste material would be ore mostly, would it? Suppose.
The one that's left in there, that ducks, carries about 15, but these are bigger. They carry about 20. These do, or whatever you can cram in them. You might be going out with more than 20 ton, and if they pile it up.
Yeah, I suppose you.
What lead and that lot's in it as well. If there's a lot of lead in it, you might not have a lot. Might not look a lot in back, but you might have 30 ton in it, as daft as it seems. Especially if there's a lot of lead content in the ore.
It's like when you have a cup of tea and you say, I want a teaspoon, but I want it level or I want it full teaspoon, you know, it just piles over. So you can put twice as much weight here as the normal load that would be allowed, would it? Yeah. So standard, how many tons standard then we're talking?
Well, they're a 20 ton dumper.
A 20 ton. So it means it could carry about 20 ton of material in there.
Yeah, but probably more. And if you look at the chain on the
chain, yes.
Yeah, you've got your skip and you've got a chain that connects to the ram. So when you tip it up, that chain gets taut and it pulls. If you look at the back door on it, it's got a back door in it, and that back door comes up as you tip, and because that chain pulls it up, if you know what I mean. So
right.
I mean, we didn't have back doors on ours; they were open skips at the back.
It comes off the side or of the back.
There's a chain on either side. If you look, it's connected to that ram at the bottom.
Yeah. And the ram sort of pulls
the
up.
doors at the back. So when you tip up,
and the doors at the back, and it opens,
and it pulls that chain tight, and the back doors are like a hinge at the back. And as it goes up, it pulls the back door up like that. It hinges it up, so the material will come out the back.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because now you're saying, you know, I've recorded this video, I've watched it, I've never noticed the chain there, you know, and that's why it's sometimes good just to review videos in itself because they pick up a lot of details like this. Yes, where were these dumpers made? Any idea?
I don't know what sort that is, to be honest. I can't read it because it's all sort of blurred
you can't bear.
out.
Yeah, you can't read. You can't read it. Could be British or American or any.
Most of them are made abroad. They're not. There's nothing made like that in Britain anymore.
No. They don't do it in Britain like the old days, do they?
I can't see if you when you get a bit farther around, it might give a name on it, but I can't read what that says on the side.
Yeah, let's carry on. Going round it.
Going for a spin.
Going for a spin, eh? Wow. Katie wants to take it for a spin.
you want to give us a
It would
quick
be
tour
nice.
in the
The
miners'
ones
cabin
we
as
had were all
well?
open. No
Who's
glass
that,
in them.
Tom?
The ones we used to
No
have had
glass.
no glass in them or nothing. They were open.
Eve to me is basically freedom.
Oh,
It's
bloody
a
advert.
giant open universe where you
Just
can do
shows what you watch and play.
I know. Yeah. So we're gonna go to where
What you
we
done? What you done?
left it, which is just that.
No, it weren't. It were Katie was. You were getting out.
Oh, part 3. No, we don't
No.
want part 3.
so
Spoiler that.
far down
now.
below ground we are,
Very bad spoiler.
but
Yeah.
you can imagine a fair
You're
few
right.
hundreds of feet.
Go on, keep going,
has
keep
the
going,
hole.
keep going, keep going, keep going.
And we've been told already we're going to be
Keep
seeing
going.
Go back. Go
Keep
back.
going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
There you are.
Wow.
Sure, I'll find the keys.
You want to give us a quick tour in the miners' cabin as well?
Right, we're gonna get an idea what the miners we used to eat there. Are we, Tom?
It's a miners' cabin.
Atlas Copco, that is, by the way.
Color coding.
What was?
I think it was an Atlas Copco, that machine.
So that was an Atlas Copco.
Copco, I think. Yeah, looking at the door. Might be wrong.
Yeah, yeah. It sort of gives away, does it, when you look a bit closer to it?
When you pull away from the door, you can see a name on the door.
Yeah. Where were they made? Atlas Copco.
Bentonic, could be.
Yeah.
Google it. Oh, hang on. Got a photo.
Someone Google it and let us know. So we're gonna go into the snap cabin now.
Sure, I'll find the keys.
We're gonna get a little idea of miners' diet.
Have a quick nose here. Make yourself a
The sort of thing
dinner drink. It's a miners' cabin.
you would have been eating on the ground. Bentonic or something like that. That name, Bentonic.
Oberman bentonite.
Defibrillator, of course.
Maybe.
Bentonic.
Maybe.
Basic first aid. Yeah, always useful to have. And what else do we have? Simple table, chairs, and anything in there.
It was spoiled rotten, says Josh. Tom.
We didn't get stuff like that.
Kettle full.
Nothing like that.
What do you get? No, nothing provided.
No.
You have to bring your own tea bags or what?
Yeah, of course you did.
Looks like no one's been.
That is bad, Tom. They had it good.
Shall we give it a
The later miners, obviously, did they? Seems to be.
Totally different times.
And,
We didn't even have a snap cabin like that. We used to come out at mine and eat.
Not good. Right. I'm not having lunch here.
Come out of mine. Don't even eat or anything on the
We
ground,
didn't eat
basically,
anything.
or
No,
eat
we
on the
used to come out.
spot.
We used to come out.
Screaming my nose off.
Just shine your light through.
So this is calcite, is it? Yeah. Big chunk of calcite. If you shine the light through, obviously you'll
What a
see
nice crystallization, that calcite.
There's loads in there.
There you are.
You look up there.
What's that?
There were loads in there.
A lot of lead here.
Oh, yeah,
Believe
yeah.
There
Big
were
chunks.
Blue John as well, if you
Big
knew where
chunks
to
of it.
look for it.
Quite a bit of lead in that, yeah.
You can see the veins of lead there, don't you?
Yeah,
In
you
this
can.
chunk. Straight away, big massive veins of lead and obviously calcite and limestone. There's another stove, Tom.
Can I go over just?
They've all been
I won't go
backfilled,
over
haven't
the
they?
edge. I'm just going over.
Put it there.
because technically when you go over the edge, you're exposed to any rock falls.
See
Really,
holes where they've long
basically.
doled it there. Look on the
But-
left hand side as well.
We're
On
gonna
your right, sorry.
just go
Yeah.
to the edge. And
Yeah, this was done all by long holing, obviously. Yeah.
enormous. Wow. Hey, it's sloping away. There's a lot of material being dumped from a higher level.
You can see it level above as well.
Yeah,
That's
all
what
that
level two
slope
I'm
is
looking up
from the stope above on the
Wow.
sub level 2, is it? It's got to be.
Yeah,
Oh, you just turn it on.
there he is.
Come
The
on.
There
old
he is,
girl.
Tom. Hey, how does it feel to see your old girl there on live stream?
I've seen more pictures of that in the last 12 months than I have done, I've done it last 30 years. But yeah,
I bet it brings a lot of nice memories. We got John Hodgie's on. We wanted him to come on the chat, but I think we might have to help him join the next time. We'll run it through with you, John, how to join us on the chat. It'd be good to have you actually show your face, but it's good to have your presence here and your comments. Yeah, good to see you, buddy. Yes, we're going to be seeing the old girl, Tom's old girl, who's what, 30 years old, something like that.
it's older than that.
Older than that.
It's about,
Wow.
could be about 34 years old, that now.
34 years old. Wow. Yeah.
That's
She's old.
That's gone
She's
up
old for a
to,
machine.
it's gone up to Durham, that has now, to be utilised up in the mines up there.
Yeah. So now this drill rig basically is currently in Durham.
Yeah,
It's
mines up
not
there.
in Milam anymore.
No, it's at Stanhope.
Is still doing the job. So
Well, it's not
basically
been
in
used
Stanhope,
yet. They've not used
it's
it
not
yet.
being used yet.
No, it's too big for the mine at the moment. But from what
Yeah.
I can gather, they have got a use for it.
Yeah. They definitely got a use for it underground, have they?
You sat there now. That's where you drive it from. You don't operate it from there. You drive it from there. It's basically it's 4-wheel steer, so you can sort of drive it straight. You can drive it sideways, so you can drive it right up to the side of slit either way, and you can crab it as well. It'll, the wheels, each wheel will turn, so they'll go straight.
90 degrees.
They'll go 45 degrees each way, so you can actually do one 45 degrees, other one 45 degrees, and you can drive it sideways and forwards.
Yes,
whether that one still does, but it did do when it was new. So you could move it into position wherever you wanted it. You could get it close up the side, or you could sort of angle it in, so you could drive it forward and drive it close up the side. Plus, then you could drive it out again like that. It were a marvelous machine. The boom itself, when you see that used to. I can't remember. No, it used to fold flat, and then you drive out with the drill sort of folded flat. If you can see, If you look behind me, you can see it there. Me on the controls there. But yeah, carry on, and that's it.
Yeah. We're going to carry on, and we're going to go a bit more into detail. But sounds like a definitely very movable, very maneuverable machine. That's the word. I'm going to do a shout out here for Dean Explores. Hello, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
Welcome to the party. Dean is just had a baby, so congratulations. I bet it's amazing to be at that again. And yes, we missed him on the last explore that we did of the cleanup of the car mines. That's why he couldn't come, obviously, because he had his newborn baby to look after. We'll definitely meet on the next explore again. Okay, so yeah, everyone, I am sharing obviously everyone's comments on the feed, so you all can see basically, who's saying hi to who. And let's roll.
Just while you're looking in there a minute before you set it off, if you
Yeah.
look above the steering column control, there's an eye wash kit. But if you look to sort of over my right shoulder, you can see something red down the side like a cylinder. That
Right.
was for the fire suppression. So if it caught fire, that was it was full of like a powder that mixed with water.
This thing
which
here.
made a foam. Yeah, that there.
Can everyone see the point arrow that I'm using here? Yeah.
It was basically the same idea on a racing car. When they catch fire, the nozzles down it and they spray like a foam over everything to kill it. Well, that's exactly the same idea.
Right. So that's an extinguisher, basically.
That to put it out, basically.
That red cylinder that's just behind your back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see. Yes. Yes.
That machine had got a 5-cylinder Deutz air-cooled engine in it as well. And it
so because obviously
you could drill on
generate a lot of heat.
Drill on air, on electric or diesel. If it were drilling on electric, the pumps were more powerful than they were on diesel.
So it could run on electric and diesel. Wow.
Yeah, you plugged it in, that one.
Yeah, yeah. So that's very, very, very versatile. Very, very versatile, 2 different power sources. Awesome. We're gonna move on, see the front of Tom's, are we calling it Tom's girl? Eh?
The bow arts.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a bit of a crispier image here. Yeah, we can see the control panels. It seems to be quite straightforward when you look at the control panels. Obviously, that's the steering wheel just for maneuver.
Yeah, to the right of that, the 2 levers, one's handbrake and one's a gear stick. They're automatic.
So you have there, I'm going to point with a pointer. So yes, oh yes, I can see 2 levers.
Yeah,
right.
That's your handbrake, and the one inside of it's the gear stick.
So 1 gear stick and 1 handbrake. A bit like a car, but basically instead of using you didn't use your foot pedals, did you? You use your hand.
You'd got the lever control there. I think, God, it's testing me now. I think that lever there. So to the right of the steering wheel, you can see a lever. There's a gauge above it, and then there's a lever. Over the other side. Other side.
The other side, yeah.
Yeah, the left. So if you come down a little bit, that lever there, I think, if I remember rightly, that would put that canopy up. So the roof.
Oh yes, there's a lever there. Yes.
That I think, if I remember rightly, that would do that.
Can you guys see my arrow pointing? Yes. Yeah, there I can see the lever. Yeah. Okay, so that leaves the canopy. That canopy basically protects you protects your head from rockfalls, does it? Is that right?
But if you were a bit low, you could drop it down. You see, so you could get into a lower slit. And also, you had controls for your steering on there. If you look sort of to the right of that there's a knob. You can, no. The other side of the steering wheel is like a little switch up a bit. That's emergency stop. Above that's a gauge. Below, in the middle.
There.
That there, and there was one at the side of it that was for controlling the steering.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's the other ones broken off at the side of it, but there were 2.
Yeah. You can see. You can see the actual knob is come off, is broken off. You can see actually. We got a very crisp image, so it's good to just break down basically what we see now.
And I think there was another 2 levers, if I remember rightly, that controlled the boom as well. So you could raise and lower the boom from in the cab when you were driving. When
you call the boom, what's, because obviously it's a term that we wouldn't understand unless you remind us what we're going to see the boom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, Gareth is definitely loving this machine. I can see. It was amazing to see it on the ground,
They
Gareth.
had
It,
one in
it really
Salitol as
was.
well. The
That
one in
was this was
Salitol
in
just worked on
Solihull.
diesel though. Same machine, but it only worked on diesel in there.
Let's move on to the next
I'm not going to do
section.
it, but
No,
yeah.
no, no. You're
You're
gonna
going to
get
get
it.
lights on and everything else now. If
We're
you
gonna
look at
get
the front,
kicked out in a bit.
You get to go to the front and take a
Yeah, they
picture.
didn't want me to start it up because drill was in. So that's the boom there.
Right,
And
let's
that's
see
the
with the
drill head,
lights
drill with the
on.
machine head and that lot on it. That's drilling upside down. They're actually drilling into the floor at that.
should be all on.
So this thing on the left, this big arm, is that what you call the boom?
No, the boom's behind it. That's fastens to it. So the orange bit at the back, the big bit,
The orange, yeah.
that's the boom. That's your,
Interesting.
the thing that the machine head, which is like if you just lift your right,
They
so
are
you got
on.
your drill there, your machine head there, that's at the top, and that swivels as well. So it slides. No, you've gone too far.
Should be all on.
That's
We're gonna
it.
get a good.
Stop it there.
They
So
are on.
if you look, the silver box is a control
So this-
box
Yeah.
that controls the for drilling.
See with the lights on.
Sorry, I'm gonna get a just right so we can all see it. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, okay.
Right. So you've got your silver box is your control panel. That's
Your
where you
silver box,
control it
yes.
from. You drill from there. It's
That's
actually
control panel,
upside
yeah.
down, like I say, because the drill it's been set to be drilling in the floor. You've got your machine head, which is at the top at the moment.
They are on.
That's where what drills it, and the slider at the back.
Machine head, yeah.
Yep, that's your machine head. Behind that,
That's what drills. That's what drills. This is the actual drill. This
that's the drill
this
bit.
is what goes in. Does the long hauling basically and drills into the vein where then you obviously put the explosives and bang. Yeah,
So you got your machine head. That bit there you were just circling.
yeah,
Over the other way. That go up a little bit.
yeah,
No, other way.
yeah.
Right, that's your machine head. That bit there is what it slides. It's your bed, so it slides on that, and it will swivel on that as well.
All right, on
The
this bed
bed
here,
there,
I get
yeah,
it.
that slides across, and it'll also tilt forwards and backwards on that. And
Here,
if you look
right,
down at the bottom,
bottom,
at the
yeah,
very bottom down there, that's keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there, that's the clamp. So normally, if you were long hole drilling, you were drilling up, that to be at the top. And that clamps your
Yeah.
steel at the top, and then your steel sits on the chuck. So if you came up the drill steel, come up the steel now, up towards the machine
yeah,
head, keep going up.
yeah,
There, that's the
yeah.
chuck. So your drill sits in that, and you clamp it in the top. There's a
Okay,
thread. There's like a thread at the top of that, the end of that, at the end of the
yeah,
steel. No, down a bit, down a bit, down a bit.
yeah.
Because it's like there. That is actually on the chuck there, and there's like a threaded chuck there that drill steel will screw onto.
All right, that's where it threads in. Yes, and you can
Threads in there.
replace them. Yes,
You clamp it in the clamp, and you lift it up to that, and you spin it in so it tightens it up, and you drill up or drill down as they are doing there, till
yeah.
when you go across to see the drill bits over there, it's a bit self-explanatory. It's a bit hard to
We
see.
will see.
Down like
Yeah, but now you're saying about this bit here,
the
where it
bed.
slides across. It does make sense because obviously when you're drilling on a face, you don't want to be actually moving the whole drill rig. You just want to be moving the head, don't you? And so this
If you just
this
look
sort
at
of
the photograph behind me
yeah,
on my picture, so if
on
you
your
the
picture,
picture
yeah,
where I'm talking now,
yeah,
that's the machine. That's that rig. And if you look, there's two rams at the top. That rig there, that them two rams that moves it backwards and forwards.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
And that's obviously it's turned the other way up there because it's
Yeah,
being
he
used.
says, Josh is making it quite clear. He says, think of the chip as your
Forearm, yeah.
forearm.
And the head is your hand, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, the chip, yes, moves the hand. Yes, okay, yeah. So one good way to make it clear for someone that is not a miner like me. Thanks, Josh. Awesome. Yeah, it's really nice to actually when you actually just look at the machine and sort of breaking down into its parts. It does make a lot of sense. You can get so much out of it, and that's why videos are so important, Adi, and photos, I guess. Yeah, let's go forward a bit.
So this is the mighty drill rig that is 30 years old. They still can use it, as you can see.
Take your places where there's loads of stuff.
Wow.
This, I remember this coming new. The first one at Salitol, the one at Salitol was older than this.
Oh, look
Right.
at this! Look at the drill.
There you drill.
Look at all the
There you drill steels. So
They're
can you see
drill
what I mean
steels.
by it being threaded?
The thread, yeah,
The thread, and if you look at the bottom, there's a collar. The collar,
yeah.
that's how they fasten together. So that collar there will sit on that thread, obviously on the next
Yeah.
steel, will wind in.
So
And
you
you'll push them
you
up to
can
that.
so you can put as many as you want together and keep going, keep drilling.
Well, you've got what
stop.
you got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 60 foot of steels there. Just there where you look.
60 foot of steels.
They're 4 foot long. And the one on this farthest end here,
Drill. So
that's got a bit on it. That one has big looks of it on this far end.
Yeah.
The one sort of nearest our pictures, it looks like it's got a bit on the top there.
Yeah. Oh, that's the actual drill.
It looks like a drill bit, yeah.
Head, is it? We are going to see a drill head actually further on to the video, which is quite interesting, and Thomas can break us down a bit more about it. But yes, that looks like the actual drill head. So we got about 60 foot of
about 60 foot there.
steel.
I don't know how much he's got down hole. I'm not a clue.
Yeah, when you were long hauling, like in Milam, how deep would you be long hauling? Approximately was about 100 foot,
And the rest.
and the rest and more, yeah, because the size of the veins obviously were very wide. Where they saw
that one lower down, where the square one that we drilled, that were cut out by the rope saw, that's 140 foot.
140 foot, blimey.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had in Salitol, I've drilled 160 foot easy, sometimes more.
160 foot in Sally Hall. Wow, 160 foot. That is in meters is 50 meters. Wow, that is
Something like that.
that is a long distance when you think about it to be long hauling.
But if you look at some
Wow.
of the stopes in there, them big stopes, there must be that, if not more, up to the top of them.
Yeah, of course, yeah. The size of the stopes, the size of the vein decides how long you have to drill into, so you can blast it away effectively, really, don't you? So nice. Well, we've broken down this bit of the footage again. That was very useful. Thanks, Tom.
No worries.
I feel like I'm revisiting this place altogether, I'm talking through with you. It's fascinating, really, how much you can pick apart from watching the footage, don't you? I mean,
that's what extends the length.
yeah, that could be actually the one that's closer to us. That could be the drill head, but we are going to be seeing the drill head, so no panic.
Of the drill, basically, to be able to get as far in the stope as they could. Wow. Don't come down today. Whatever you do, listen to the old miners.
You're loving it, Tom. Sat there, are you?
I'm sure. I'm sure it's
Makes
give
me
you
sound very
giving you
sad, really.
butterflies looking at it.
Special place in your heart, Tom, eh?
Yeah, it makes me
You saw
sound
this
very
machine,
sad, that.
obviously. You saw this drill rig when it came to Solihull the first time, did you?
That one never came to Solihull. That one came to Milam. That were brand new.
Oh, that was brand new in Milam. So you saw
That were
that
brand
was
new in
never in
Milam, that
Solihull.
was.
You saw that was that one in Milam when it was brand new,
Yeah.
34 years ago, and you were operating it. Wow.
If you
Yeah.
have a look at my videos from the 90s of Solihull, if you look at the third one, you'll see the one in Solihull, which was pretty new then, working. There's probably about 15 minutes of footage of that working.
Yeah, yeah, we are gonna give a little teaser of Tom's Solihull video on before we close the session, and we are gonna share the link for you guys so you can see it after. It was fascinating to see the drill rigs actually working, all the noise that they made and all the water gushing out when obviously when you drill. And talking about water, Gareth is saying that obviously considering how much of a distance you were drilling in, like obviously you set up to what 150 foot, then you must have used a lot of water obviously to keep all the dust out, all the everything out and clear, I guess.
Yeah, but when you think
Yeah.
how much water was in the mine and it were all pumped, it were all reused throughout the mine. You didn't use any outside water; it all came in from inside. So there were millions and millions and millions of gallons of water in there. So it was all basically from the you've seen the pump in the 09s as you're going in on the adit. That was pumped right through the mine, and there were pumps everywhere in that mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Matt
this place
says they must have used the water in the pump room where it's dammed off. Yes. So is
Yeah, they
that when
did.
we saw Tom on the first video, when we saw on the
Yeah,
first video behind the pump,
yeah.
where that level was all flooded and is dammed off, and the water basically from that level, the flooded level, is water that basically percolates through the mine, basically into the
It was
level.
all pumped
So
back
that's
up
what
to
they
there
use.
and pumped round. I mean, that place,
Yeah.
Milldams, there were more water in there. I can remember when we were drilling down to join up onto Lady Wash, and we were, well, I don't know, we weren't far off the connection, and we hit what they call a water shack or a water shake, and it flooded the bottom of the mine. We went out for break, we came back in again, and there must have been 6 foot of water in head end by then. And
Wow.
we went in on the machine, stood on the machine and put a rubber bung in, and basically bunged it up, tied it, tapped it off, and then we had to go back up a bit farther up the heading and drill through one of the slits into a parallel drive that ran out to Lady Wash, and we basically tapped all the water from there into Lady Wash, and God knows how big it was. It was like an underground lake. It was unbelievable how much water came through that. And you'll see in the third video of this, you'll see where we did that, because you can see it step down when we go into there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of water.
It's crazy. So what you're saying, when you tap into a water source, basically an underground water river, you could say, then you could flood the mine, really, could you?
Easily. And
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen maps of this place, and this place has got its own water level. It's got its own water table, and that is around about, I think sub 3 is about where on this level here is about where the water table sits. So it had never flood above that level. It'd flood this level, but it would never ever get above. It'd probably run away down the roadways and then down into Lady Wash.
Yeah, I read the hydrology report from Milam Mine, which is online somewhere, and it did say that there is a lot of obviously several cave systems and all mines that would drain a lot of water. So, like you say, Tommy, it would never float up to the anything above sub level 2, really.
Well, sub 3, I don't think you get to sub. If you got to sub 2, I think I'd be worried.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So that's good news. Yeah. Yes, McVitie says so many questions about Lady Wash Mound and the boundary. Well, we are gonna get there actually, are we? On the follow up to this live stream, we are gonna be revisiting the video of the boundary with
Part of it, yeah.
what-
Not, I mean, there is the boundary on A drive, which goes on to the 160-foot level, but I don't think you videoed it. I did, but I don't know whether you did. 'Cause you weren't
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I've got several videos. There's 2 more parts of this that we're gonna be reviewing. We did one little incursion into Lady Wash, but obviously I can replay another video that we went further in, and we can just run into more details about the boundary, which Tom yourself know very well. And there's some spectacular square rice holes there. I mean, I'm getting excited here, Tom. I think we're gonna leave it for another time.
Mhm.
Because we could be talking like for hours and hours about it. Let's see what else. What other comments have we got? So 3 is stupidly wet now, knee deep in silt in some places. Yeah. So yeah, water is the water table, like Tom says, it's reclaiming its rightful place, is it? At the end of the day.
Yeah, and just a little heads up, McVitie. They have cameras in that yard watching people going in, and they have been talked about and prosecuting. So be very aware. Not worth
Okay,
it.
just a little pointer. There's no harm in in warning people, really.
No,
Is
they
there?
are watching. They are watching. It's
Yeah.
very dangerous getting in there now
Yeah.
because basically because of all the water. But it's one of them.
Is one of them. Right. So we got another. What we're not even. Well, we're just about half the way through, Tom. We are getting we're getting a lot of detail. Let's carry on and see what
Yeah.
else we can break down.
Don't be telling the missus that. You get that excited about machines, she'll be worried.
Oh, there you are. So we had a
We just
little
had-
close up to the actual. Yeah, the switch box. Obviously, there is all several switches. Everyone will have its own function. They all control basically the boom. Am I right to say?
They
Tom?
basically control the drill head. Yeah. You've got emergency stop, bottom
The red one,
right
yeah.
there.
I would know how to use that very well.
You just
I just pressed
you
it.
just press it, and all the others up and down, side to side, water, vibration, pretty well everything that you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
control
yeah.
on there. There's there's 3 across the top. So there's 6. There's about 8. 4.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Hang
So
on.
there's quite a lot of
Oh, there's 11.
11 with
There's
the stop.
11. You've got your
There's-
11, including emergency stop. Yeah.
So there's quite a lot of functions, is there?
Yeah.
There is. Yeah, which you know, you got to know what you got to know what you're doing. Basically, I am guessing you did learn on the actual job, did you, Tom?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And you
yeah,
learn
yeah.
how to use this. Yeah,
Yeah,
practice makes.
nothing else, nothing to train on. That's how you learn. You just by
Uh,
watching to start with and doing it. when you start
Practice.
that job, you go as a steel man, so you're putting the steels on, and then obviously you start and learn it like that, and then you just carry on and having little goes and that lot. They train. They have a number one miner, and then a number two. Your number two is usually the steel man. Your number one controls it, and your number one basically teaches
two
you how to
people.
do it. You what? Sorry.
That's interesting. You have two of you basically operating.
Well, yeah, you
this.
can't do it on your own. It's an impossibility to
Yeah.
do it on your own.
No,
Because you couldn't
no.
put the steels
So,
on and that yourself. It's very hard work if you.
yeah. One changing the steels. So you go so far in, drill, you unscrew the steel, I would imagine, go back, screw on the steel and keep going, sort of thing.
Sort of. You drill up to the clamp. When you get into the clamp, you clamp it. Then you wind it off, so you back it off. Drop the machine head down the bed. Put another steel on. But what you do with the other steel is you put it up into the steel up in the clamp first, and just twist it a little bit so it nicks it, and then you drop it onto the machine head, and then you just tighten it up. And as it tightens it up onto the machine head, it tightens it up into the steel above, and then start drilling again. Open your clamp and start drilling again, and that's basically how it works.
Yeah, it does make sense. Gareth had subscribed to you, Tom. Thank you, Gareth. Check out his videos, the Salad whole series particularly, but all his past videos are very good as well. Some that we have explored together. Fantastic.
They've got better as they've gone along.
You got another subscriber, Tom. Sorry, what you're saying?
I say they've got better as they've gone along, basically.
Yeah, these machines, like Jeff was saying, how did he say, 21 holes and bang in like 21 holes in 40 minutes, I think he said. Yeah, something like 40 minutes if I remember well.
That was dodgy. Not with that. Good God, if you could drill 21 holes with that in 40 minutes, you'd be doing well.
Not with that one. Not with that one. So how long would it take you to drill a full phase ready for blasting?
It depended. To put a full round on, and you're drilling up through thingy. I don't know. It could take 2 or 3 shifts, sometimes longer. You could be drilling for 2 or 3 days. I mean, if you're drilling 160 foot and you're going through solid limestone, it takes some doing, especially if it's really hard stuff.
It's slow. It's a slow going, is it? It's like drilling a piece of wood or drilling, granite. It's depending on the rock, is going to take longer.
And you think, like John says, you have to be good to use that boat. It was a challenge compared to using a modern rig. Yeah, because the modern rig they got there had got like a cassette on it, and pretty well you could do it on your own with a cassette. It loaded the drill steels and everything itself, especially when it were new. Whereas it was a 2-man job, and if you're drilling, I'm sort of diversing a bit now, but how you do it is you drive it into a slit. You'd take a couple of rings out. You'd start off, and you used to drill them in like a fan. So you'd start sort of forward, and you'd drill a fan sideways, and then you set back a bit, and you do the same again. And you might have, I don't know, 20 or 30 holes, 40 holes. And you then charge it and fire it, and then you'd muck that out, and then you'd met back again. You'd move back again and start all over again.
Yeah. John says we used to board in areas where we didn't have power.
Yeah, because they used it on
I was
diesel.
looking off. Also, so when he means a board, what does he mean?
Boart, that was the rig. That was its name.
Oh, the board, the bollard rig. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Board, that's the name of the rig, the board. We used the board,
the
so the rig. the drill rig in areas where we didn't have power. I was lucky enough to have a play with her. I loved it. 2 men on the board, and one, obviously, like you say, Tom, on the modern drill rig. Yeah, I mean, definitely now we're breaking down sort of the whole workings of a drill rig, and definitely getting a taster for mining now. Tom, get me a job somewhere.
If you look at it there in that picture, you can see jacks as well you put down to level it up.
Yeah.
So you
The
so
jacks,
you've got level, yeah, the legs. They've got 4
there,
legs, one in
yeah.
each corner. And
Yes, one here,
down to level it
one
up,
in the back, and one in the other side. So those are the jacks.
Yeah.
And it sort of levels it to, yeah, all right.
To
And
stop
that's
it from moving.
that's hydraulic, is it, with oil, basically?
You basically lifted the wheels off the ground so it couldn't move.
Yeah, yeah, makes perfect sense, that. Wow, yes, exciting stuff. So we were here.
About there.
Let's move forward a bit. Not too forward. There, I think.
Yeah.
It's been probably one of the most reliable rigs they've had. Again, a Deutz air-cooled engine in it.
What's there?
It's got a Deutz air-cooled engine in it. Have you got a museum there? Same.
We're driving further down job level 3, are we? I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think so there.
So we're going down from sub-level 3 to sub-level 4. And we've been told already we're going to be seeing a lot of rain, a lot of water circulating.
John would tell you what that dumper was, what make it was.
I'll put the headlights on.
So all this we're seeing now, it's got to be on the water now. It's got to be.
We have some more square supports. And yeah, there is a decline straight ahead. So that's going to take us to sub-level 4.
No, because you can get down there. You can get down to Black Engine.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going down to level 4 now, are we, Tom?
Yeah, you can get down there still.
Yeah, that's definitely flooded now. Definitely,
No,
everything we've seen now.
You can get down there because I know somebody's been down there recently.
Yeah, to that sub-level 4.
You can get down there because you can get down to Black Engine.
Yeah, says John. Hey up, Tom. The old girl is still going strong. Nice to see. She's off to do another 30 years service underground. Do you really think they could last that long? Well, if you look them after, I guess it's a bit like cars, is it? You see cars that are like 60 years old and they're well looked after. They keep going, do they?
If you look after it and you can get parts, it'll still run. You can still buy Boart drill heads and machine heads. Definitely. So
yeah, the parts that sort of wear and tear, you just change them and keep it going, don't you? So right.
It's quite a long decline that we have here.
Keep driving down. See where this takes us.
There's a loader. And
there is
explosive storage here.
Amphor store. So this is where they kept the explosives, did they? Or just a part of them?
Just the ANFO, which is basically fertilizer.
It's fertilizer, is it? Amphor, yes. I never thought about it. Yeah, fertilizer. John says that the dumper was a 20-ton Cummins engine, made by MP Rock, I believe, made in Sweden.
Yeah, they
So
are
that was
MP
the
Rock.
dumper that we've seen at the beginning. Yeah, okay.
They're not Swedish, they are.
It's that yellow one that we've seen at the
Mhm.
beginning. So they were made in Sweden. That's very interesting. Thanks, John. It'll be great to have you actually on with us the next time. Even if you come late from work, you can just join us. We're gonna.
And 4 store. And we can see the ventilation sheets that they place here.
What are they used for ventilation, Tom? Those
Yeah, they just get the airflow going down through the mine.
It's going down.
So it didn't
kind
disappear
of
into
control the
smoke.
airflow of it, was it?
Yeah.
It's going down. It's surely got to be underwater.
Wow.
It looks pretty wet there
Size of
already.
this.
It was quite wet. I remember when we went down. Even Kev was saying, wow, there's a lot of water coming down. And
Can't read that.
It says it's 40 minutes walk to the portal there. 40 minutes walk. I like this sign. 40 minutes to the portal, 30 minutes walk to Black Engine. Black Engine is an emergency exit shaft.
we're going to touch quite a lot on Black Engine, Tom, are we? On future videos, obviously we've got to.
Yeah, I think the next one.
So there's sets of rings
Set up
here.
rings and it crushed them.
Yeah, on the next video we're going to be touching on Black Engine definitely, and we can play also John's video when he went down the escape shaft. That'll be good to share it as well. But yeah, we're going to touch more on Black Engine, but that's for another time because there's a lot we could be expanding here, Tom, could we?
Yeah.
Right. So here,
CO 332. Oh.
what have we got here, Tom? It looks almost like something that's come down, crashing down. Is it the stope heading that's been blocked off?
No, it's something that's run anti. I mean, that lump of stone in front of there must weigh about 15 ton. It's a big lump of stone,
Yeah.
that is. And they've bolted it back so it doesn't flush out. But yeah, it looks like there's something run anti. I don't know.
Yeah, something
It could
running.
even be
It
like
could be,
old man
it
or
could be
something like that. But if you look,
be old man.
there's an arch there as well, so it could even be a slit that were there that's run. Or it
This
could
is
even
an
be
arch, so yeah, it could be a slit that's basically the stope has run in and it's gone crashing down. What they do, they put this what do you call them, strips? They call them bacon rashers, don't they? Or bacon strips, some
something like
miners
that,
I've
yeah.
heard. I'm sure I'm not sure if it was actually Josh that told us that they used to call them bacon rashers, something like that. It's
Something like that.
interesting, yeah. They do the job, certainly. Let's go forward. Yeah, you get a bit better of a view. Yeah, that's a big 15-ton at least rock, is it?
Big
I,
piece of
I wouldn't
stone.
call that a rock. It is basically a small mountain.
So that's all come down, yeah.
You wouldn't want it on your
With a
toe.
big bang.
If you look at it, it looks like it's all run in with shale at the back of it.
Yes, yes. I think you come to talk a bit about the shale cap here in over the limestone.
We were actually waiting before we can start.
Yeah, it started going off a bit here. CO carbon monoxide. I don't know why.
Well, there's no fans on there for a start, so there's no airflow, and he's just driven down there in a diesel vehicle, so it could be something to do with that.
Yeah, that's
First
right.
aiders. So they were nominated first aiders, obviously, on duty.
It'll be interesting actually when we look at the first aiders box. I mean, it's very hard to read. It's Emilio Hall, son
Sean
Anthony.
Healy, Andy Clayton, George
Yeah.
Dudley, Jason Hereford, Colin
Yeah,
Gay,
I
and I
bet,
can't read the other two.
I bet you know them, you probably know them, or yeah.
No, none of them, because none of them worked there when I worked there.
Oh, they didn't work. Yes, obviously they work in the later date. You've probably heard of them. Yeah, so they had a nominated first aider on the ground, which I don't know what they would do. They would refill the first aid boxes, or just be there in case of an emergency, I
This
guess.
is an emergency
That would be
more than
they.
help.
Yeah,
First aiders. So they were nominated.
yeah. There you are. Henry Bone, Colin Gay, Emilio Hall. Emilio, that sounds very Hispanic, Emilio.
It's not.
Yeah, Andy Clayton. Yeah, very British that. Yeah, George.
Nominated first aiders, obviously on duty. Ah, yeah. Well, there's a lot of water percolating here.
Transformer there.
Oh,
What's that, Tom?
I think that's a transformer, isn't it? Looking at it.
That's a transformer, is it? Yes, to
so.
like the one we saw in first part, but this is sort of a bit smaller, so reduces the electric power, I guess,
I
for
think
the
so.
you know.
The drill bit.
Oh, here we go. It's got the drill bit. We're gonna scrutinize on it.
so that's the
It's a knock-on bit, what they do, you just put them on and they just screw on.
yeah. So that's
Or
the
push
one
on.
that drills the front basically
Yeah,
of the drill
yeah.
rigs, and it has the hole for the water to come through.
Water and air come through them.
Yeah, and reduce the dust,
Yeah.
amount of dust, and
The
increase.
the actual heads that you see there, that there must be carbon, there must be tungsten carbide.
Yeah.
Tungsten carbide tips, yeah, because I mean, I was a mechanic engineer, and we used to have some of the tools where, you know, they had the tips of tungsten carbide, which is like the most durable, hardest, in a way flexible kind of thing, you know, resistance um to a lot of, you know, a lot of movement, basically, a lot of vibration, yeah, resistance to vibration, yeah, yeah, and obviously,
Just better
yeah.
performance.
Yeah, it just stops them jamming up.
That's
Clever
just
bit of
one that
kit.
they drill a face with. It
Absolutely
looks, which is
gorgeous.
what it's called, the long hole without it.
You what? Sorry.
I say that looks like what they use for drilling a face with. I don't think they'd use that for long holing. It don't look big enough, but I don't know. It looks about a 2-inch bit, that does.
Yeah, yeah.
Bacon rashers.
That would have been on the tip for long hauling, like you say. Yeah.
No, I don't think they'd use that for long hauling. I don't think it's big enough. That's more of a for drilling face. You know, when they're driving heading. Long hole one's bigger than that. Bigger head on it.
Yeah, so just for driving a level, basically.
Headings, I think John would probably tell you better, but
just for driving headings. Yeah. Bacon rashes, Josh. I remember you did mention on one of the videos that you watch, so I will definitely won't forget now. Bacon rashes. It just makes me hungry. Think of bacon now. I'll be having my bacon breakfast tomorrow before I get on to good luck.
The old ones, a lot better. Oh, shit.
You're getting a good view there of the of the threading and the holes, obviously, which they needed to run the water through the day. Yeah.
And we are walking along another level. We're in sub-level 4 now.
Definitely, we're on the water now, Tom.
God knows how.
Yeah, that probably is.
We're definitely going on the water now. Sub level 4, yeah. I did remember that we went quite far down, yeah. I know there's how many sub levels is there? There are 5, is there?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, and I know we didn't get to the very bottom, and that's where you probably remember that we might not have done sub level 4, but yeah, we obviously did. Yeah, all this now that you are seeing, guys, on the video is basically
All
on the water.
underwater.
It's just like, unless you're a diver, you're not gonna get there anymore.
Down below ground we are. But you can imagine a fair few hundreds of feet. Oh, wow. Now that's a big stove. Again, you can see how mineralized is up here. The amount of lead.
You can see the big patches of lead straight there, don't you,
Yeah.
Tom?
You can.
Yeah, yeah, and you are basically directly
Varieties in there
in.
as well.
What's that? Sorry, varieties. Yeah,
Varieties
yeah, you
there as
can
well.
see. Yeah, you can see all sorts, and we are basically here in the actual vein, are we? We're not
Yeah.
like we're not on a slit and looking at the side of the vein. This basically was driven in the vein, which we're gonna break down a bit more on it. Let's let the video roll a bit.
Right. Astonishing.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can see a bit better there. The bands of lead, varieties, calcite, just very colourful to look at.
It
You
is.
can see all the silvery sort of shine.
And again, this was driven, like I say, directly in the vein. It's it was. I would have loved to explore that to get in, but Jeff was like, no, 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 don't go in, don't go in. You know, it's you can understand from a man's perspective. You know, you are taking someone down there. The last thing you want is something to come loose and fall on their heads, do they?
I have been in there. I went in there
A
in
lot of
January, and I think Odd, you were telling me that when they dug that, they didn't have to blast a lot of it. They just literally, because they actually drove in vein, they just dug it out pretty well with rig and dug it out with loader, a lot of it, because it was such soft going, but really, really good
Yeah.
quality stuff.
Good quality stuff, that, and easy digging.
Very easy digging, from what John said.
Yeah. Hang on. We're getting into John now. Headed drill bit that made long
Yeah, I
hole
thought
drill
it will.
bits
Yeah, long
was
hole
3
drills.
times
What I
the
said,
size.
long hole drills were bigger.
Right. Thanks, John, for clarifying that. So yes, Tom, obviously, with his experience, he would have you knew. Sub now has been flooded all the time I were there, so Sub 5
Yeah.
was all the time flooded. That's actually interesting. Yeah, awesome colors. Yeah, there is some beautiful mineralizations in there, just very striking. Yeah, some of the areas definitely. Gareth.
Timbers there, they use for cribbing.
You come backwards. You set the ring to cover drill rig and drivers and machines, and then you take them back out again and fire above his heads to get it all down.
Right. So the rings is to cover basically the drill rig and the operator, obviously.
That, yeah, and then what they'll do, they'll take these two out, and then they'll go again for another shot.
Yeah.
And pull it all down, and keep coming back all the way to end there.
We are right under the vent.
Yeah, so it's very, very simple. As I understand it, you drill basically a level basically in the actual vein, through the vein. You ring it as you go, and
What
then
they did,
you work your way work your way back.
yeah,
Long hauling it and blasting it.
you started your slitting limestone, so you drill through limestone, and then you drill through the vein until you went back into limestone, and once you hit limestone again, then you'd start and long hole it then. So you take a couple of rings out, drill it, fire it, muck it out, same again, set back a bit, drill it, fire it, and you just work it back like that all the time until you got back to end to get back. But you always drove through stone to stone and took out what was in between. Like drilling up, you drill up through the vein until you hit limestone, and then when you hit limestone again, and you'd see a bit colour at water when it was coming out and how hard, because it'd go through spar quite easily, and then when you hit limestone again, it'd go hard again, and you just fire it down. That were it. So you always drove through the stone, and then through the vein. You didn't work in the vein so much because it was dangerous. You only worked in the vein when you got cover like that. Whereas years ago in Lady Wash, they actually worked in the vein itself. They didn't work in the limestone. They drove everything through the vein. So
what we're seeing here is how they drove in Lady Wash, basically, did they?
You what? Sorry.
But without the rings. So what the method that we're seeing in this stove, is that what they use in Lady Wash, or did they not even use rings?
No. You always drove your headings in the stone. In Lady Wash, they drove the headings in the spar. The old miner used to run through the spar because it was easier digging. Digging stone and digging FLUORSPAR, you're digging the easy bit. That's why they weren't as big. But when you got something this size, they had that many accidents in Glebe and Lady Wash that they started driving through a parallel drive and then driving through into the vein. Whereas before they used to drive in the vein.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. It just you just make it so clear, and that's why there were so many accidents in Lady Wash. Obviously, they were drilling and they had a little protection that
they had rings. They had rings in Lady Wash.
They had rings, but if
the main deaths in Lady Wash were caused by people being a bit silly and going back. I know one guy got killed by, they just fired, and he went back into, it was still smoky. He was told not to, and he went in and got hit by a lump, squashed him. And there were a couple died like that. And then odd ones with runaway locos and things like that. I think there were five else 6 deaths in Lady Wash. In there in Milam, there was only one.
Only one death in Milam. Yeah. So it was just basically not following the standard health and safety procedures and just being overconfident and just neglectful, really. We have Tom says looks incredible, love seeing explained by people who work there, and that's why we're doing this live stream with Tom, because obviously as someone that worked there, you can just bring in so much knowledge to this live chat. So again, thanks. It's just a privilege to have you here, buddy. Really is. So we're gonna keep rolling this. We got another 7 minutes.
Now we're
right under.
I just realised we're not across here. We're right.
We're underneath it. Yeah.
Underneath it, really.
You used to take boards out at the top when you used to set it. You're drilling up. So sometimes you drill through boards.
Yeah. Or you drill through them.
Just drill through to take it up. Like he explains, just keep pulling back 2 rings at a time.
Yeah. And you come back all the way to there.
You're right through that wall vein, right back up there if you have a look.
Oh, it's enormous there. And the amount of mineralization here is tremendous. You can see all the lead.
Oh wow.
Lead.
That's very clear picture. The lead, yeah. Very, very when it breaks off in chunks, that's when you get the silvery shiny color, don't you? When it's been sort of weathered away or rusted, it just looks like grey.
I think John told me, I might be wrong, but I think they took a piece out, a lump out like that, and did it weigh about 3 ton, John? That big lump of lead that you took out, or it 5 ton? Black engine, they probably were at different times, weren't they? He did not like it was, but now when
big lump of
80s and 90s.
Yeah, he did take a big lump of lead. He said, I remember him saying that, He says, I wonder if anyone died in Black Engine. That's an old mine,
Probably.
mainly dug for lead by hand. We had an amazing trip there. Yes, we did explore it. It's actually on my channel as well. And yeah, you wonder because when you explore like the old lead mines and you see so much hanging death there, you think, you know, they were not safe places to work, were they? Particularly the old mines.
Well, I
Okay.
told you my spooky encounter in Milam, and my mate Pat had exactly the same one with the same, working with the same guy. I don't know how much,
Oh,
whether it was
come on.
before I had it or after, but we both saw the same thing. So who knows? And there's been one or two sort of reported when Lady Wash was working. So who knows? Who knows?
Right. So because there's kind of an imprint. I mean, I do sit on the fence about ghosts, but there's so many people that have seen things that,
Well,
and I do
do you?
believe
You
in
saw the
residual
photograph,
energy.
Antonio. You saw the
Yeah,
photograph
yeah,
I took a fortnight ago. You've
the
seen
footage
that, and you
that,
know there was nobody there when I took that photograph because you were there.
yeah,
Explain
yeah,
that.
yeah. You took the picture. Well, that'll be a chat for another time. But yes, that was a very interesting picture because you actually see the outline of a miner in his trousers and everything
You see
is
what he's wearing.
crazy. You took the picture with actual UV light, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can see
yeah.
pretty
If
much.
you
Well, you can see what he's wearing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If you find it later, just put it on the comments. We can share it. Uh, John says that a solid piece of lead, about 3 ton in one piece, is still up a Cavendish mill. It was too big to process. A 3 ton solid piece of lead. Wow. I mean,
Fair size, isn't it? Look,
Gareth from Wales just thinks the same. I don't even know how big it looks like. It must be like, I don't know. And I know lead is very dense, so it's probably just about 5-6 foot wide. I don't know, but crazy. Yeah. Uh,
I don't think I can put
yeah.
that photograph on live chat, Antonio. It won't let me. Just having a look now.
No worries. If you can share it on Facebook Messenger to me, that's where we could just break it down a bit. Yeah, just basically go on your Facebook and share it on Messenger if it lets you.
There you go. Done.
We'll do it that way. Have you got it?
I've sent it you.
Oh yes, we've got it here.
Can you
So
put
we're
that
gonna
up?
see. We're gonna deviate a bit from the main chat, but we're gonna go back to this, and we're gonna very quickly look at Tom's picture of the ghost in the old coal miner with it. Just over a week ago, was it? Yeah,
Yeah, a week ago, last Sunday.
yeah, last Sunday. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, Gareth says only seen chunks of lead about the size of a bag of sugar. That's pretty impressive still, but 3 tons, my God. Uh, let's look. I'm gonna share the screen present.
Both of them, because it looks at it turns to look at you.
Yeah, share a screen from. It's good practice this for me. Share. There you are.
So there's one.
This
That
Tom's
was the
ghost.
first one I took.
So
That was
just to put it in perspective, before anyone thinks that actually there is a person there, right? Just put it in perspective. We were in this old coal mine, yeah.
yeah, coal and
You
fireclay line.
yeah, and you did what? your pointer light, your UV light at the level that was empty?
Yeah, well, there were nobody stood there, and I was just messing about with my UV light, taking a few photographs. And I took that, and I took the one after it, the following one, which if Antonio pulls that one up, that one, it looks like it's just sat or stood having a 5-minute break or whatever else. No, not that one. And then
Yeah. So that's the first one that you pull, yeah?
that was the second one.
That's the
That
second
was
one. So there,
that's the first one.
there, I can see the outline. I can see the outline there of a miner very
Yeah,
clearly.
like he's
You can
got
see his head, his
grey
hat,
hair,
his arm there,
check shirt,
trousers.
like looks of it, or jacket, and pale like blue
He's
trousers.
he's kind of looking down in
There
like
was water there, but it
in
would have
like a
been the old
nostalgic sort of.
drive.
What's that? Sorry.
That was the old drive. It's full of water now, but it was the old main drive, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah, and you can even see kind of a face there on his on the right, so on his left,
Like somebody
which is
sat
quite
down
interesting.
and thought, but if you look, yeah,
Somebody sat down, and someone even on Facebook actually, I think it was when you share it, they said that they could see
somebody sat there.
a little young boy basically there. Can you see?
Who knows? So that was the
It's hard
first
to tell,
picture.
but this first one is very clear. And then you took another picture again a few seconds later,
No,
did you?
that one
And it looks forward.
is looking at
So
me, directly at me.
from looking down, then it looks forward at you. That's
Freaky.
that really got me. That really got me. Quite freaky actually, yeah. So
Who knows?
that yeah, that could be another completely subject that we could go on to it, but
Could be.
there's definitely, after seeing your pictures, Tom, my belief in ghost has definitely has definitely increased. Most definitely. Okay, so guys, we're gonna carry on to uh, present, stop screen. I'm getting the hang of this StreamYard, you know.
I've
It's
not
not
tried it yet.
it's not bad at all. The last FLUORSPAR miners. Share. We got it.
Yeah.
We're on to the left there. Yeah. Oh, Gareth, what's both your most spooky experience on the ground? Only twice I've had experience that I couldn't explain. Yeah. Um, you you had a you were telling us last week, Tom, about one particular apparition that you saw in, was it in Sally Hall? Was that the shadow
No,
that came across from one wall to another?
it was in Milam. Well, yeah, that as well. That was down F Drive, and we'd driven down, and I was sat waiting for a tractor to come back to load it, and we'd crossed an old man's workings, and we clearly went through it. You could see where you went through it, like a coffin level, and remember seeing a figure walk through one wall and through the other wall, through the boards at waist level, because the coffin level we'd crossed was at road height. But that, I mean, I didn't see that picture. I didn't see that. When I took that picture, there was nothing stood there at all, nobody at all. So that just appeared. I think if I'd have seen that, I think I'd have been hell for leather out of the bloody mind, because that is a bit freaky.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than
That must have
was a couple in Milam. One when we were long going up B Drive, which was just above from where a guy that I worked with got killed. I was working with a lad called Andy Elliott, and we saw somebody walking up there heading towards us. I thought it was the shift boss, because back then shift bosses used to wear white overalls. We looked down, saw him coming towards us, carried on working, looked back, and they'd totally disappeared. No idea where they were. So when we went out for snap, I asked the shift boss, he'd not even been down that part of the mine. And a mate of mine, Pat Bowles, he was working in the same area, probably a similar time, working with the same lad. That lad was on the rig and Pat was on the steels, where it was the other way around when I was doing it. And Pat just looked up and he looked at Andy, and there was somebody stood at the side of him while he was working away, and they both saw it, and then it wasn't there. So who knows? But yeah,
Freaky.
and ask
Very freaky.
Odgie was down in Solihull, down by the 09s where the charging station was, and he sent me the video, and it sounds like somebody was banging on tins, and that was quite freaky. It frightened me to death.
My God.
Well, like somebody were banging on
It's,
to got like the tin roofs, really banging loud on that. And
yeah,
we
because
also
I mean,
got the
yeah,
fiasco back January of last year, where there were 5 of us heard a machine working on a Sunday morning when there were nobody working there. And I saw lights because I headed towards it, and that disappeared. One person said it was pumps, but it certainly didn't sound like pumps. It sounded like a Deutsch flat 4 engine working away on a loader. So who knows?
wow.
God
So
knows.
definitely, you've had definitely several, paranormal experiences in that sense that you can see, and one good picture, because that picture really is quite outstanding. Yeah. So that answers Gareth's question. We're definitely going to take him up to the 40 level, Gareth, in Salad, where you can hear quite a lot of strange things there. I've been a few times. Is quite a fascinating experience. If you keep quiet there long enough, you'll hear something. Right. On to what's left of the video. Before I need to stop the screen, present, share screen, and glass FLUORSPAR minus. Here we come.
And FLUORSPAR.
Loads of lead in it.
Yeah. It's tremendous, isn't it?
It is.
Tremendous.
All them new boards now underwater.
All the timbers there.
Oh yeah, that'll be all on the water, Tom.
All the
And them new rings, look.
steel rings.
It's just surreal to think that all this is on the water, but it is.
From
It's totally flooded
that
now.
perspective. Just noticed what cribbing looks like.
Like Jenga, isn't it, up there?
Yeah. It always fascinates me, Korean. I always take a look, but it's something that is kind of common sense. There is a gap between the boards and the ring and the roof, and you've got to dampen the fall of potential rockfalls on you. So you just create a crisscross of Jenga. Yeah, it looks bad in some places. We've seen it proper
These
come down in Salit when we went through the collapse. If you remember, that was scary.
Very clearly, you can see all the purpose of the timber is to just basically to remove any gaps between the rings and what's above. So when there is an actual collapse, it's cushioned with all the timbers so it doesn't come stumbling down, basically. But obviously, it's quite brittle because we are right under the vein, as you can see. It is going to break off quite a lot of it. Look at all the steel straps there on the roof. That's amazing.
Bacon rushes. That's the one.
Walk to the water, Steve, for perspective. Wow.
Going for a swim.
Yeah. The Blue Lagoon.
Makes you wonder how deep that is, you know.
Yeah,
Will it be
yeah,
roof height?
because it's as
Really?
They're in there
John
with three
says,
people in that side pump.
is if John says sub 5 is flooded, that's
Okay,
probably very
just
deep,
come
is
off.
it? Potentially.
Yeah.
So they've stopped using it anymore. They're in there with that 3 meter 360. Is it buried? No, it's Fortin Lake. You run out of the road, but it's Fortin Lake.
It won't be the Blue Lagoon now, will it? It'll be the Blue Ocean.
It's
Something like that.
It's a dangerous occupation. Well, it's got to be the most dangerous occupation, miner.
Yeah.
In
If you
on
look
any
up,
other.
if you look up there, look, that's sky high, look.
Oh my God, yeah. Can I walk just a bit with not very
Just
far?
stop, no, only
Here?
just to there, yeah. Just
Okay,
to 3
okay.
or 4 foot, don't go too far.
Yeah, no, because it's on your head if something happens. But we get an
You're on
idea
your
that
head if
the
it
length
happens.
of this stove.
It goes for,
I don't know if you've been in there, but I think it went for about 300 yards or something
I
like
have
that.
been in there. I went right
Yeah,
down to the face down there and picked some stuff out and come back again. It was quite interesting down there.
yeah, yeah. One place I would have if Jeff had said, "Come take a look," I would have been running down there. Probably the good job he stopped me anyway.
3 or 400 meters.
300 or 400 meters at least.
Collapsed there, and
I think I've got some photographs in there. Photos in there.
Wow, it's
Nice.
absolutely
where you actually got that.
crazy. We arrived bang on the vein.
I took water left hand side. You got all them crystals coming in.
Wow.
Star crystals. And see like you do.
Getting pers-
Well, that's a good view. With you right next to it,
Yeah,
it
remember
could be
I'm
more
6
of a
foot tall, so
the what? Sorry.
I say remember I'm 6 foot tall, so it gives you a good height.
Yeah, yeah. 6 foot, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, no,
wish.
yeah, be nice. Whenever
What?
you get a picture or video, I always say, whoever's with me, just go over there, just for comparison, because you do get a lot better perspective of size
Wrong
of places.
person, really. Me, aren't it? 5'6", though. For comparison,
Yeah,
it'd be
I've
better
only an
saying
inch.
a bit taller.
I'm only an inch taller than you, Tom. Only an inch
Yeah.
taller, not much taller. Yeah, Gareth is looking forward to come over. We'll definitely welcome you and show you some nice places that you won't forget. And John, me and George Stagley and Shawnee Healy and Mark Ridley did that drive with the rings and the cribbing. It hurts my soul to know it's all gone, and our hard work. Tom knows it ain't an easy job. Mm.
Isn't an easy job.
Yeah, yeah. For you, John, obviously, to be able to see now, revisit the video and definitely knowing that, you know, it's no more. It's there's a nostalgia about it, is there? But a kind of a love for your job, which I'm sure it was rewarding in its own way. I can imagine. Uh, we got 3 minutes left.
of this place. It goes on 300 meters. This a stoped out vein basically, because we are right bang on the vein. You can see.
See, they all come from here.
Hey?
They run here
Yeah, yeah.
all the way down. If you do go off to this side, there's a lot of charges and charges.
We have
Is a digger.
a digger here. Yeah.
I think Odgie said that got buried
God
at one
knows where
time.
that goes.
What you what? Sorry,
I think Odgie told me that got buried at one time.
did it? Oh God. Yeah.
Out. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's quite a newish one as well.
They went 3 or 400 metres further forward. You had to go painting all from down.
That was the big problem we had here because there was such a shale kept above as well. So when they were drilling, beautiful spar, and they could just fill in over the top of it. Yeah.
Comes with
it. Because at one time they wanted to shotcrete it all.
It breaks along the shale bed, does it?
It pulls the shale. I mean,
Yeah.
the spar's below the shale, so the spar will come, but because shale's so
Brittly.
it is brittle. It just pulls that down as well, and that will come down.
Yeah,
And it buries a lot of the spar. We had a part of it. They had one of those a conveyor, which was like a chain conveyor, and they were using that on down bottom end of the mine, and it came in and it buried that, completely buried it. And there was such really, really nice spar coming out of there as well. Really nice spar. It was like brown sugar.
Wow.
Really pure.
Highest quality
Really high
ever.
quality. The thing is, when it's high quality like that, they have to mix a bit of muck with it just to bring quality down. Otherwise, it won't. It's too high grade to go through plant. Isn't that right? Yeah.
that's what we're doing now. So
That's what you do now. So when you take the spar out, you have to,
we put some stone with it just to get so it will crush up.
because otherwise
Yeah.
the processing plants, the crushers basically won't work efficiently.
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was told about the same thing by when I interviewed the miner at the FLUORSPAR miner at Lady Wash. It told me the same. It told me that they had to take the spar to the mill. They had to add like limestone basically because
Yeah, because
otherwise the crushers wouldn't take it. It's crazy, is it? Think of
mad.
the purity of the material down there. And like you say there, there's an overlayer of shale above the limestone on the actual spar. So when the spar came down, the shale came down with it, which would have caused some trouble, I guess.
Well, it ended up it
Um,
just pulled it into the front surface as well because it's
Uh,
shale cap. It's horrible stuff, Josh.
Josh, Josh agrees. I'm sure he's seen a fair share of it in his coal mining days. And John says, my mentor had a collapse above him while digging with the 360. It was scary, but he was okay, just bruised. Yeah. Yeah. As long as it only stays as in a bit of a scare, it's not so bad. When you can tell the story, it's all right.
It
When you
wakes
can't tell
you
the
up.
story or you become knackered, then that's a different matter, is it?
Makes you feel alive.
Yeah. And again, we got Gareth saying it's such a privilege to hear from most guys. Well, from you and John and Josh as well, who was a coal miner who worked in these mines. So much respect. Always wanted to see how the gold mine here are being reworked, but very doubtful it be possible. Yes, I hear from what I read on reports that Coglau, St. David's, they were assessing some gold mineralization in some levels all levels that are below water. And I believe they were at the stage of just assessing basically the load and doing some core samples, but I didn't hear any more from it. So as you, Gareth, has confirmed, very doubtful that will be reopened or reworked, which is kind of a shame, but hey ho, that's the story of mines. They're here one day, the next day they're gone. Yeah. So, like razor blades, and we'll cut to the bone. I'm sure Josh is referring to the shale now, is it?
Yes, it's awful stuff.
Yeah, shale, very brittly, like shards of glass.
It's almost like flint. Same idea. It's lit flint's very sharp Shale's the same. It's really sharp when it splinters.
Nasty, nasty stuff. Yeah. We're going to do a shout out for Geoffrey Watson, our elected
electrician. He was a brilliant guy, Jeff is. Not heard from him for a month or so. We'll just hope he's all right.
Yeah, Geoffrey, is he the one? Is he the one that showed us around the mine? Yeah,
the guy stood there. Yeah, showed us around. Absolutely brilliant guy.
There. Yeah, yeah, Geoffrey. It was. Yeah, he knew his stuff obviously, and he had a very humble character about him as well.
Definitely worked all over the world. That guy.
Yeah,
worked everywhere in the mines all over the world.
Yeah, yeah. He was an electrician, was he, Tom? Yeah.
Electrician, very clever bloke. Very clever bloke.
Yeah, because he did all the wiring down. Yes, because he says he did all the wiring down there in Milam, did he?
He did a lot of
What
it.
he said before.
The later end of it, anyway, down that part.
Yeah. We are coming close to the end. I think. Yeah, that's our pickup. That's our ride for the next adventure, Tom.
That's
which we will be reviewing. We'll be setting a date at some time, and we'll be reviewing part 3. Definitely. It's been a success, this. But before we leave, we have here a little teaser from Tom's video from his old workplace at Sallet Hole. Yeah, we're going to look at it, and we are going to leave the link as well, so you guys can watch it straight after this, because it's really, really well worth it. I watched it. It's just incredible. You can see the drill rigs working, and you can see how they're doing the stemming of explosives. You can see the machines driving out, in and out. Is incredible. The loaders, the dumpers, all miner. There you are. And the latest one is the part 3.
Part 4 goes live tomorrow night at 6:30.
Part 4 is coming tomorrow, is it? Is that right?
6:30 tomorrow night.
So at 6:30 is tomorrow. There we are. Hey, here we go. Let's play a tiny little teaser. Yeah, let's play a tiny little teaser. Not too many spoilers, but basically that's the working of the drill rig. You can see, oh boy, you can see all the water piston. Look at that.
There you are. He's just left that one in clamp. He's just pulling it back again. He'll go back up again.
Go back.
See, he's just pulled it back through clamp now, clearing all, and he's going back up again now.
Yeah. Right. This is a real. Yeah, this is a real teaser, guys. I'm not going to show anymore because I want you guys now to go on to his channel and watch it if you haven't seen it. It's really, really worth a watch. It's the historical footage from Sallet Hole, the drill rigs that they used. And we are going to be sharing the link on
start at
here.
Number 1 and work your way through to number 3. It's probably about an hour and a half of well, I think it's entertaining. It's stuff that you'll never see again. It's how the mine was worked back in the 1990s.
Yeah.
You'll never see it again because, as far as I know, this is the only video that was ever taken. This mine's been shut since 95, so it's a real insight into the mine. And if anybody's ever seen the yard, if you start at the beginning, number 1, you wouldn't believe how much was in that yard to when you look at it nowadays, because there's just nothing left. The only thing that you know it was a mine is because you can see the portal, but the whole yard itself was absolutely huge, and you could drive up to it. So which you can't anymore. So it's worth watching if you start at number 1 and work your way up. Like I say, number 4 goes live tomorrow at 6:30, and that's the final one. And then the next one from that will be, I'm going to do some footage from the mill that somebody's sent me that I'm going to make into a video just to show you how it was processed, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, that is great. As Dave very rightly say, these videos of yours from historical footage is pure gold. Is history, industrial history that
It is.
you can't see it now, and it's there for us to watch. Thanks to Tom. Yes,
Mr. Mark Howard for sending it me.
yes. So I've shared the link to you all guys. Okay. But if you can click on the link, just go on Tom's channel, All Miner, and he's there. Okay.
Cheers, Gareth, for that. You'll enjoy it, mate. You really will. It's interesting.
Yeah. And thank you all, guys. I think it's been a really good session. 2 hours. We beat a record from last time, which was an hour and 40, something like that.
Yeah.
God, it's been good. It's been a real pleasure, and thank you all who have taken part today. And
thanks for joining us.
For joining us, for putting comments and just bringing into a lot more knowledge into this chat, which is what it's all about, is it? This live chat is asking questions, bringing knowledge in, and thanks, Tom, thanks everyone. And yes, we will be planning another live stream for the part 3 of video of Milam, because there's another 2 parts, so there's going to be 2 more live streams on Milam.
Yeah.
We don't know yet when we're gonna do them, but most likely it's gonna be a Thursday, and we'll keep you all updated anyway on Facebook or on.
It'll definitely
on
be a Thursday. It's just when. Probably in 2 or 3 weeks' time, more than likely.
Yeah, about 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, we'll sort it.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted. It's been a pleasure. Thanks. Yeah, as Josh says, it's just interesting for him as well, I guess, as a next coal miner to watch and learn about different aspects of mining, because FLUORSPAR mining will have a different aspects of it, different from coal mining.
Definitely. Totally different.
Yeah.
Some are similar.
Yeah. And Dave, good live stream. Thanks, Dave.
I enjoyed it.
And Gareth, awesome live stream. Yes, we'll be seeing you both soon. Most definitely, join you guys in more explores, whether it's down your end in Wales, Gareth, or you can come over here.
It's a shame I'm going to Wales on holiday and can't go exploring.
Yeah, you can't go exploring, Tom. No, you're not allowed.
Not allowed. Coming not far from you as well, Gareth. We're coming to Blind Eye for a week, but can't go exploring. Oh well.
You're going to be in Blind Eye?
Yeah, sometime in summer.
Well, it sounds nice. Sounds nice. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be next in Wales, but I'm hoping definitely one way or another to meet Gareth and his friends over there.
Definitely, Dave. Torture.
Okay. I'm going to be tortured, Tom. Yeah.
It is.
Thank you, guys. So we're gonna love you and leave you, and looking forward to the next chat.
Yeah.
And thanks, Tom. It's been lovely to have you on the live stream.
Are you? You're at, where is it tomorrow? Are you? Good luck.
I'm in good luck. Yes, I'm gonna be setting my alarm for 7, up for 7:30, and off to breakfast at the Roadside Cafe with the lads. Yeah. And do some digging, whatever.
Give us a bell about dinner time when you're coming out on your way to work, and I'll can have a chat then.
Yeah, definitely, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's down the
Right.
coast. It says
Yeah,
Gareth.
down Aberystwyth. Know it well.
Near Aberystwyth. Yeah,
Know it well.
yeah. Good night, everyone. Good night, Tom.
So I'll see you later, mate. Good night. See you, everybody. Thank you. Ta-da. Bye.